everybody. Welcome to another edition of NasCard Radio. This is episode 240 of NasCard Radio, where trading cards and racing meet. I'm your pal Val. With me is the man, the myth, the legend, PSAN White Castle Hall of Famer, Logan. Logan, how are you tonight?
Well, I'm kind of feeling
muy descabellado.
that means very loopy.
Okay. Then
That's every day, Logan.
And we're excited to have Misha from Panini here with us today, the Panini America Grand Poobah.
How's it going?
We're glad to have you, Misha.
Yes, very glad to have you. Sorry, Logan and
Glad to be here.
I want to thank our sponsor, Panini America, and we have a great show today. We're going to do racing recap. The Panini Select 2025 sell sheet's out. We're going to take a look at the sell sheet, and hopefully Misha can give us some info that's not on the sell sheet. But review that, easy for me to say, and then we'll finish the show with King's Court, and then if you watch the show at all, whatever else falls in there. So
yeah, like this right here. That is Val and I, the NasCard Radio hosts in Minecraft style.
Okay. I need the orange jacket and whatever petty blue jacket. Anyway, but
next time.
Yeah. Next week. All right, so let's get to the race and recap. I had a few races last week. We had over
Don't we need to do some housekeeping and stuff?
Yes, thank you for keeping me honest here. So, we had some shout-outs for Bean Ball Card Blog, Jason Friedman, Kyle Katz, and Dylan311 for the Rumble and YouTube comments. We read them, so please leave them. And Donruss is still on schedule for July 2nd. You shaking your head? Is that not true?
It's true.
No,
it's just a late.
I'm just shaking my head.
It's just unfortunate.
It is unfortunate. We'll just say that.
Okay. I think that's all I have for some of the housekeeping. All right, now the race and recap. Over in the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series, that was race number 13. That was the DQS Solutions and Staffing 250 powered by Precision. And that was Saturday, June 7th at Michigan International Speedway. Stewart Friesen was our winner. Highest finish rookie was Andres Perez de Lara Gonzalez.
See.
Just had to throw that in there. So, okay. Stewart Friesen. Right? Stewart Friesen? Yeah, no cards for him. I was really surprised after all these years, but nothing for him. So, maybe in this year's Donruss, we'll say.
Yep. Nope. Yep. Wow.
So he's going to keep that streak alive. Right, highest finish rookie, Andres Perez de Lara, position 9, by the way. And you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to pull those up. All right, give me 1 second. So his rookies are in the 2024. And where am I at here? The key.
He's got great hair, you have to admit.
Yes. Always good. And all right, I'm gonna see what else here. If I can't find it real quick for everybody, I apologize. Here we go. 2024 Panini Prism has the cards there, the portrait card, and then also the card number 8, and sensational signatures. Panini Select in 2024 92, 192, and 292.
Isn't it so nice that they're all numbered right after each other, just 100 more?
I do really like that. It makes it easy for the collector. That was very smart, actually, to do that.
Thank you.
That's amazing.
So that's cards for him. All right, let me pull that slide off. Okay, get back to the show here. And next race, race number 14. That's going to be the Miller Tech Battery 200 at Pocono Speedway, Friday, June 20th at 5 p.m. Eastern. So I have a little
That's
break.
always a good race.
Yes. And then over in Xfinity Series, they were off. Next race, race number 15, the Chilango 150 auto, and that's in Mexico, the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez. Oh man, Butch,
So,
sorry.
so Val, I got a question for you. In high school, were you voted most likely to butcher Mexican words?
Well, let's just say I'm so old that we didn't have to take a language, and I always joked that I took basic computer language. That was my language. So
Okay, fair enough.
all my years in high school, and then get to college, and was exempt from that too. Didn't have to take a language, so English and computer languages: Fortran, Pascal, C Sharp, um, uh,
C minor.
Turbo
Yeah,
Basic, or Pascal. So Basic, you name them. So those are my languages.
gotcha.
I took Latin in high school.
That's a dead language, right?
Really? Thank you.
All right, so that is going to be Saturday, June 14th at 4:30 p.m. Eastern. And then moving over to Cup Series, that was race number 15. That was Firekeepers Casino 400, Sunday, June 8th at Michigan International Speedway. Denny Hamlin was our winner. Highest finisher was Shane Van Gisbergen at position 18.
So I know there's a lot of Denny fans out there.
Oh, yeah, everywhere. He
And I'm
made a whole
sure.
bunch more, too, when he got out and was talking about I guess he promised his dad he wasn't going to say that anymore, but he said, "Sorry, Dad," and like, "I beat your favorite driver," or whatever it was. And then, of course, the reporter was asking him like who that was, and I guess they didn't know what was going on. But
Yeah, I turned it off as soon as he crossed the checkered flag.
Across the checkered flag. You mean the
This
finish?
yes,
checkered flag on the ground. There's a checkered flag on the ground, Logan.
No, it's a checkered line.
all right. So Denny Hamlin's first cards, 2005, 20 years ago. He has the signings and the panorama as an insert, top prospects and memorabilia as well. He's an Optima, card number 34 with the parallels. Here you go. Misha, maybe bring back some of these Beckett samples and eBay previews back in the day. And 2005 Press Pass Stealth, no boundaries. He's in trackside as well. Card number 37 in the parallels, Hot Pass. And the Hot Pass, the national version, as well as American Thunder in 2005 wheels, card number 89.
Yep, and he actually had a real autograph in a buzz cut.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. And then highest finished rookie SVG, who seems like they've been going back and forth between Riley Hurst and uh, SVG. His cars have an honorable mention there with the 2013, the V8 Super Cars. And then also in 2024, Donruss, 2 cards there with the Ready Rookie 100 and number 190. He is also in the Optic and 2024 Select, 29, 129, and 229, as well as 2024 Prism, card number 87. He has the portrait as well as the car card. And sensational signatures in Prism.
Wouldn't it
Do
be
you want to know
something if
do
he?
you have his NT cards?
I don't. I'm making a note here to add that.
I'll tell you his NT cards here in a
Yes.
second.
All right.
I got my work laptop pulled up. Let's see, players list by player.
Misha has the technology.
That's great.
It's not $6 million though. So he is in base and treasured moments.
Okay.
So he has his couple base parallels, and then treasured moments, which is an autograph set.
I'm hoping he wins the Mexico race.
That would be amazing.
That would be so cool. A New Zealand driver winning a Mexican race
In an
from an
American
American series.
series. Yeah.
Nothing better. Nothing like a big melting pot there. All right, move next race number 16. That's the Via Mexico 250, Sunday, June 15th at 3 p.m. Eastern on Amazon Prime as well as MRN and SiriusXM. End of the stages are end of lap 20, 45, and 100.
I think it's going to be a heck of a race because there's a lot of factors that are going to kind of dictate what's going to happen in this race. Because first of all, the altitude that's going to affect the engines and it's going to affect the stamina of the drivers. So I think that just by itself is going to be a big factor.
Totally agree.
And
As
then the
well as
fact that 90% of them have never seen this track before.
Yeah, and the ones that have seen it, it was what
20 years.
2007 or
20
8.
years ago. Yeah.
I'm trying to think that maybe they were talking to AJ Allmendinger and he's like, I don't remember.
I remember. What the heck?
It was a long time ago. All right, moving over to the IndyCar Series. They were off. Next race for them. Race 8 of 17, Sunday, June 15th at Gateway. This is a night race, actually, 8 p.m. Eastern. This is going to be the Worldwide Technology Raceway in Madison, Illinois.
That's like 5 hours away from me. I don't think I'm going to go though.
Would you even go?
I don't know. It'd be kind of cool to go to IndyCar race. I've only ever been to one with you.
That was the first time you went to a race, Indy 500. I thought you had been before.
No,
Okay,
that was my first and only Indy 500.
well, that was a
But
good one to go to. So,
I've been to the Brickyard 400, but I haven't been to the Indy 500.
all right, so that is it for racing recap.
Cool.
We were to get through that one.
Yay! In only 12 minutes, almost 13 minutes.
All right.
So, hey, I got something real quick I want to talk about before we get into anything else. The NASCAR haulers, they're all traveling together heading to Mexico. They're all going across the border at the same time. I think it's really cool. The logistics of them driving from Michigan all the way down to Mexico City is amazing to me. And then, of course, the Xfinity teams are coming from Charlotte. It's almost the same distance. I think it's only a few hours difference. But I saw this image. I'm going to show this image. I saw this image today, and I just thought it was amazing that we're not playing going down there. They've got a lot of security, so I'm actually really glad to see that. Plus, they have a cooler in the back, so there you go. But also something I do want to show. I want to show this right here. This has a few statistics that we can talk about real quick. It's the hauler travel to Mexico City. There's going to be 132 total haulers, and I know this has nothing to do with cards, but maybe Misha, maybe you guys could do something. I don't know. That's up to y'all. But the 132 haulers, 37 are Cup, 33 Xfinity, Champion are 27. I think those are souvenir trailers. I think is what.
Yes, they are.
Then you've got Goodyear is taking 10 trailers. NASCAR has 9. Broadcast that's going to be
Prime and CW.
Prime. I couldn't think of it. Prime. That's going to be Prime, and in CW, right? And then they got a towing. I guess they're taking their own towing vehicles. There's 3 semis just for that. Sunoco is taking 3 trailers full of, I guess, fuel. So those are probably tankers. And then Featherlight Trailers has 1. I just think it's an amazing feat. I think it's really cool to see all of them traveling together. I would love to see that convoy. That would be absolutely amazing going down the road.
So notice they stopped in Laredo, Texas on their way to Mexico City.
Yes, and that's further south. So I guess they're going as far south in the United States as they possibly can. and I guess it's less travel time through Mexico. I don't know, but I just wanted to put that out there. Like I said, it's not card related, but to me, I think it's just really cool.
If we can get like if they take like the group photo for like first Cup race in Mexico since whenever, then I think we could probably pull something off with that for instant.
I'd love that.
I was gonna say there's a few opportunities for instant here, so I guess you need to get on the phone with Heather and get them to take a photo.
I would love to.
I think they will. I mean, why would they not?
It's NASCAR.
Well, that's true. Somebody will have to be paying for it. NASCAR won't be paying for it.
Exactly.
All right. Anyway, go ahead. Go
All
on.
right.
I just wanted to throw that out there.
Go ahead. Go on.
Go.
All right. 2025 Select. Sell sheets out. I have no idea when this is going to be released, but let's see. Before you answer, Misha, let's see. Probably about 2 months after. So, end of August, beginning of September.
My chart says 8/8/25.
Ooh, okay.
Wow.
Schedule subject to change.
Right. So that means probably middle end of August, which buy you a little bit of time. So
Christmas.
If
don't say that.
don't go knock on wood, Logan.
Yeah. Because then we still have. All right. So before we get started, maybe we getting 4 or 5 releases this year? 5.
5.
Donruss, Select, something,
Prism, NT,
Prism
and then
NT.
the brand new product.
Brand new product. Okay.
Immaculate.
That's too similar to NT.
I won't say.
Okay.
It's gonna be a fun one. It's gonna be a really fun one though.
A lot of
If you
cards
like
per box.
unique stuff, you'll like this.
Okay.
Well, good.
Probably
We
2
want
cards in a box, probably.
You get some more value out of it than that.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's get to the sales sheet here. We have the base set, the trackside zebra prisms. I like how you have that big S there, and it looks like the parallel is bled through on the I don't know, borders
Swirl.
there. In the middle there. So
I didn't like that design when I first saw it, but like this is what we're using for every sport. So I'm like, okay, whatever, it's fine.
it
It's
said.
grown on me a little bit seeing other sports cards in person. It's like, okay, it's not terrible.
So it looks like it's the same fine. The 3-tier base set, grandstand, pit road, track side, with numerous parallels to chase. Look for trackside exclusive zebra prisms.
Yep, same build as last year. There's only 2 slight differences in the hobby skew this year,
Okay.
and
then
this select numbers is one of them.
Select Numbers Black Prisms find 2 new insert sets this year with Select Numbers highlighting some of the most famous numbers in NASCAR and tandem draft that puts teamwork in the spotlight with teammates.
Yeah, tandem draft is basically just 2 teammates on a card together.
Oh, cool. Front and back, I'm assuming.
I wish.
No, okay. Because actually, what were we doing last week, Logan? Oh, we were looking Hendrick. There was the old Pinnacle, I think it was Gordon on one
Right.
side and Hendrick on the back.
Yeah. So that's a good checklist. It's Zilich and Quapple, Gordon and Jimmy, Larson and Elliott, Wallace and Reddick, Kyle Busch, Austin Dillon, Hocevar and Haley, and then Petty and Petty, and then a few others.
You lost me at Austin Dillon.
we,
Well, at least it's not Austin Dillon, Ty Dillon.
yeah, I
But they're
could have
not.
been evil.
I would have got every one of them. Had them all in one box. Oh my goodness. So we have the bait set, pit road tricolors.
Yes.
All right.
So
And
that's one of the 2 unnumbered non-zebra parallels.
Yeah, I like that teal and purple, because we've got that in 2024 Select, and I really like the way those cards look.
that's a
That
good
is
combo.
it's a staple of Select in general for across the board of all sports. You get your little tricolor cards. You get about 2 per box.
Well, I know the last hobby box I opened up had a lot of color. I was really happy with it.
That last one that you showed us and your recent video was about, that was a good box.
It was.
All right. Looks like the color wheel's back.
Color wheels back.
That's the ultra rare color wheel featuring the biggest fan favorites in NASCAR.
Yeah, would you like some names for that list?
Would
Yes.
love some names.
Let's see, we got Mr. Dale Jr., Connor Zillich, Chase Elliott, Richard Petty, Larson, Blaney, Gordon, and Noah Gregson. There's just a couple to name a few.
Okay. Well, there's more besides those.
Yep, there's 20 in that set.
Oh, wow. That's a big set.
That
It
is
was
a big
30
set.
last year, I think.
So again, that's a big set. They're
Sweet.
ultra rare. Oh, my goodness. Trying to make that set. Wow.
Yeah, I looking at that. I mean, I like the way it looks. Don't get me wrong, but I'm more of a fan of the black background than the white. But those are still cool.
It'll be the silver, because that's where the chrome's going to go.
Okay. All right.
It'll be
Cool.
the silver chromey color.
Nice. Okay. And then we have signatures like the gold prism.
And look who's the sales card. Good old Butterbean.
We love gold. There you go.
Was that you, Logan, right now, or was that your soundbite?
That's my soundbite.
That's a soundbite.
Oh, man.
You like
Well
that?
done.
Yeah,
I like
thank you. All right, so signatures of your favorite drivers, Hall of Fame legends, and personal all-star racers. Perennials, excuse me, all-star racers. And then we have the autographed memorabilia tie-dye prisms.
And look who that sales card is of. Who's that guy right there with autographs in a set?
Huh.
I don't know.
He's back.
That's
So,
great.
yeah, I made sure to hype him up as much as we can because he's back.
That's
All right,
good.
so no redemptions.
So y'all made up with each other, huh?
Correct. Yeah, his autos look to be all reserved. He will be live in the program.
All
Cool.
right.
So what does that mean? You've got the stickers reserved now to not use?
And holy cow, his stuff is short.
Wow. Maybe I'll hit one.
If you can hit one, because they're all numbered, even the base, just like last year. Chase Elliott base autograph memorabilia, numbered to 25.
It kind of reminds me of like press pass days. Jimmy Johnson and Jeff Gordon, they were always low numbered.
Mm-hmm.
There weren't a lot of it in the press pass in the later years.
Yeah. Going back to the gold prism signatures, I'm glad to see that Butterbean is going to be in the set. So that's going to be cool.
He is one of our top rookies because he's won 3 ARCA races this year.
Yeah, he's not playing.
He's a favorite to win the championship now. I mean,
That's awesome.
You start off the year hot, you think it's a fluke. No, he goes out and wins, what was it, Phoenix and Michigan?
Yeah.
Now, if we just get the Panini instant card for him, that'd be awesome.
That would be awesome, wouldn't it?
It would be amazing, especially if he wins the ARCA championship or something like that. That'd be.
But I guess now you probably could have one, right?
If he wins a truck race or something.
Oh, okay. So he's going to have to win one of the big 3 touring series, huh?
Yep.
Okay.
All right, and then in conclusion, our hobby configuration: 5 cards a pack, 12 packs a box, 12 boxes a case. We have 2 autos and 1 memorabilia card per box on average, and 12 parallels. And Select is back with the 3-tier base set and numerous colorful parallels. Find a stellar lineup of rookies spanning from modifieds to Xfinity Series. An ultra rare zebra parallel only found in Hobby. Hunt for autograph memorabilia featuring race used fire suits, tires, and sheet metal. And then also chase the SSP super short print color wheel insert.
So I've heard from a little birdie that there may be a mega box this year. Is that true, Misha?
There is a mega box hitting shelves near you
Wow.
at some point in time.
Uh, any
In
idea on
August.
MSRP?
It'll probably be close to Donruss. I don't know where we're gonna put it, but it might be $50 or $60. It could be $40. I don't know.
I vote 40.
I do too, but
Um,
yeah.
And what kind of configuration is that? How many? Do you remember how many cards a pack? Still 5 a pack, or less? And I mean, 5 cards a pack. How many packs?
So I will pull that up from the retail SKU. It is a mega box with 2 autographs or memorabilia, 16 inserts or parallels per box on average, with 4 cards per pack, 10 packs per box,
that's
20
not
Okay.
boxes
bad.
per case.
If they're as good as the wrestling boxes from Select last year, those will be awesome.
So when I built the mega box, the card count worksheet, I used Lucas's Select WWE mega box because the preliminary quantities were the exact same.
Ooh,
But then they're like, oh, we actually want a lot more of that. So we had to adjust some stuff so it won't be as hot, but there's still some really good stuff, including there's gold vinyls.
nice.
You'll get gold vinyl inserts in the megas, but what you won't get is the autograph memorabilia. If you want the autograph memorabilia in retail, you got to go to the blaster SKU.
Yeah, yeah. Because I
So
got a last this 2024 Select, one of the very first boxes, and I was recording it, and I ran out of space to record. But I actually pulled a Haley Deegan auto mem card out of
very
the
nice.
Select. Yeah.
Very nice. So that's good that so blasters offer something that the megas don't, and vice versa.
Yeah. Let's see. And we do have a new parallel this year. It is exclusive to the trackside, and I like it. I think it's a really cool one. It's the silver NASCAR logo
Ooh,
parallel.
Oh wow.
So you'll see it's that S design, but it's got like NASCAR's logo running through it.
I like that a lot.
NASCAR should
So
like that too.
They
yeah,
should. I'm gonna
I think
check the fall
Top
rate on
did
those.
something.
See how rare they are. NASCAR logo. So those are one every about. You should get a couple per case. A few per case.
Okay.
So those will be a fun chase. If you get the good rookies, I think those will sell really well.
I think so too. That's going to be awesome.
And describe what it is again.
So it's gonna be the trackside only, and it's just the NASCAR logo as the parallel. So anywhere you see the zebra or any color, you'll see the NASCAR logo.
It'll
So
be repeated through there.
Yeah,
Have you seen the F1 logo on Top's
I
like
valve?
think
the
so.
logo fractors.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be like that.
And
Yeah,
so when you say trackside, it's only going to be
the third tier.
The high
the third
numbers.
tier, right? So you can't find that in the grandstand or the pit road, only in the
Correct.
trackside. Okay.
I'm excited.
And yes, and the mega boxes will have the ice prisms, which Logan, you saw the select WWE ice prisms.
Mm-hmm.
They look really damn good.
They're nice. They really are. If I have half the luck of 2025. So I'm going to say Prism 2025 Select as I had with 2024 Select. It's going to be fun.
Yes, and then the blasters will have the flash. They're getting the flash prisms. So what the Select blasters in 24 had.
Yeah, because I pulled a few Gold Flash this year, so that's been awesome.
I
And
still
so
want that gold junior you got.
Yeah, that was sweet, wasn't it?
You have a pile to trade for me, so we'll figure it out.
Yeah, that pile's still sitting. I haven't even touched it since you've been here.
the 2025 Select follows the 2024 Select with 300 cards. That's a big set. That we haven't seen a set that large in quite a while.
Well, considering you're getting 100 subjects, and then it's just a 3-tier, all the same number. Like one
Right,
is
right.
101. So
Because I was talking to Logan before that I think the last time I remember a set that large was probably like 2009 Stealth or something, or Speedway maybe it was. That was
yeah,
they sold it in 2 sets, so that's a good set or a large set chase. So, and then we have the high numbers that I think we were talking.
yeah. Let
Everybody else
me.
knows about it except for NASCAR guys
Yeah,
or
if you
women.
put me on the big screen, I'll hammer this
Yep.
home for your
Okay.
viewers.
Let me take this off. Okay. You want the big screen?
Yeah, give me front and center, please.
There you go.
Select. It's come to my attention last year when I watched people open it and have no idea what was going on. For every other sport, Select is 3 or more tiers, with each tier getting harder and harder to pull. To where in NASCAR, it would be the trackside, you're getting 2 per hobby box. There is a tier system because it's tiered rarity, and the design reflects that. The design for grandstand is different from pit road, is different from trackside. So
Yes.
if you want to complete a full 300 card base set, good luck because by rule of average, you have to open 150 hobby boxes to complete
Minimum.
a grandstand set. There's rarities, people. There are different rarities.
Well, is grandstand the highest one?
Or trackside.
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 Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, grandstand is that's the
Yeah.
base.
That's the grandstand's the easiest. Pit road is middle. Trackside is the hardest. So 150 boxes to complete the trackside set.
Wow.
And that's hoping you get no duplicates.
That's what I'm saying. Minimum.
Yeah.
You'll never get a duplicate in Panini.
We shuffle well enough.
No, I know. Well, with only few per hobby box, and now how do the parallels play into that with the numbering with the 3 tier? There's no real difference for those, but
Yeah,
I
those will
think we had,
fall at drop rates.
but I think we were talking and it kind of made sense where because when I do the racing recap and I grab um the cards in there that they have, and so sometimes I find where they're not matching up, like the lower series might have a parallel and then the higher parallel there is no parallel for it.
Okay, make me small again.
No.
Make us all even now.
Okay.
I'm self conscious, Val.
Oh, well, don't be. So anyway, um yeah, so for the set
Yeah.
collector, I don't, I think we talked about it a few weeks ago when we were going through, and we kind of stumbled onto it because we had opened some boxes and realized that. And again, I don't really do the other sports, so everybody else might have known about it. But again,
Mm-hmm.
uh, those high series or whatever it is, the last set.
Right.
Um,
So yeah, the parallels from grandstand can differ from the pit road parallels to the trackside parallels. So for trackside, for grandstand, you'll have like a light blue prism numbered to 199. For trackside, you don't have a light blue prism and you don't have anything numbered, it looks like, to over 49. So if you pull a trackside parallel, it's to 49 or less.
So you can actually mix and match your own grandstand and your pit road and your trackside.
Yeah.
You pick your parallel for that 100 cards.
But
Yeah.
so Misha, like for the gold cards though, the gold cards have the same amount of cards on every tier.
Yes, so technically the drop rate would be your odds of hitting it is still the same as each tier.
Right.
Yeah.
Where the odds are higher are hitting the base.
Yeah,
The odds are higher than hitting the base.
What
like the
I'm talking about is the high
grandstand.
number cards. The base cards, the odds are higher to hit a base card out of a pack than it is because the odds are probably about the same for like a gold card or something like that because it's the same number of cards per card. If you
Okay,
see
let
what
me
I'm saying.
check that. So that is dun 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 for that tier. And this tier is that same, and then this tier, yes. So your odds of hitting a grandstand base are much better than hitting a trackside base, but your odds of hitting a gold grandstand is the same as hitting a gold trackside.
That's exactly what I thought. Okay. All right. So I can't wait. I think I've still got probably 10 select blasters I still need to open up.
Well, maybe Arkansas will go play in a bowl game there again. I'll come up there.
You never know.
So
Yeah,
what's the drop rate, I guess, for like the blasters, right? So we're talking about like getting 2 of the higher tier, the trackside per hobby box. What are the odds of getting? I don't know if you can say it or
I
how
can't say it, but
was every
for
few blasters, or is it?
trackside in
Maybe I'm not asking right.
blaster was that what's a 6 packs per box?
I think it's at least every other box.
That would make sense.
You're not every other box. It's a little bit more rare for blaster, and then retail, it's a little bit more common to hit in megas.
Okay.
But then you should be getting 2 per hobby box,
So
which is
it's a
what
tough
it
pull.
seems to come out as
Right.
for every
Yeah.
box I've opened.
Right.
Well,
Trends,
awesome.
people. Follow the trends.
Well, again, that's for the set builder. I don't know. I think we're a dying breed. So
Yeah. I don't know if it's cool to be a collector anymore now. If you want to be a flipper or an investor, that's being cool in the hobby right now.
all right. I don't know anything else on select, or you do King's Court and Misha, you're more than welcome to stay if you want to stay for King's Court.
You got no more questions about Select? Then let's go to King Court.
I'm good.
All
That
right.
I'm not on.
That you what? Okay. All right. Here we go.
All right. This week's King's Court. We're going to start out with honorable mention number 1. This is on the 4th of June. It's a
Oh, you know what?
19
I
Huh?
got nothing. I have to present it.
Oh, okay.
I was
All
like,
right.
I know I clicked it. Sorry. Good.
Yeah. So it's a 1994 Wheels High Gear Dale Earnhardt Jr. Day 1 Gold, number 183. It's a PSA 9. And this card went out for bidding, and it ended at $172.50 with 16 bids. I think that was a great deal for somebody.
Is this it, Val?
Was
That
it?
is not it.
What is it?
That's not it.
Well, I thought that's what you had sent me. Let me see. What'd you say it was?
It's 1994 wheels, high gear, Dale Earnhardt Jr. Day One Gold. This is the actual description. Number 183 PSA 9.
It looks like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was just a gold. That's not the Day One Gold. That's different.
Hold on. Let's do this here. It'll take a second here. Again, eBay has been some fun with it. That's it there.
That's it right there.
And let me go back here. Share this instead. It's coming through now?
Yep, there it is.
All right.
That's it. So yeah, it went out for bidding, and like I said, it ended at $172.50 with 16 bids. I think that's a great deal. I don't think there's any tens. I think that this 9 is the highest.
There are 4 9s, 0 10s, and this is one of the 4 in my hand.
So this is a Day One silver?
This is the gold.
Gold. We love gold. There you go.
So what's the cert number of that one? 1782?
Hold on. Yes.
Let's see. The one in my hand is 235-71782.
There you go.
Yay! I made it.
Yay! Misha's card made it on King's Court.
Well, you can see. I mean, these are tough, right? And why? Come on, the stupid mouse click here. You can see this is on a thicker stock, and they chip.
Back edges on this aren't that bad.
Yeah, it looks like in the front here, the front top.
Yeah, the front right is a bit rough.
Yeah, that's what got you right there.
Yep, it's a tough card in high grade.
Bottom left corner too.
Yep.
Yeah, you just don't see very many of those, and like I said, and like Misha said, there's only 4 PSA 9s, and that's the highest graded cards.
There's only like 22 total graded. If you check that check the PSA data right there. That'll tell you.
Yeah, I almost bid against you.
So did I, but I left it alone since
Me too.
bidding on it. Yeah, you don't see. The only way to get this is from the Day One wax, and which will have the silver Day Ones, and then randomly inserted into those are the Day One gold. So it's a tough pull because you only get a few of the golds per box.
Gold. There you go.
I'm very happy with my purchase.
I think you got a great deal.
I do too.
All right. So next up, honorable mention number 2. This is on the 6th of June. It says PSA graded 9, Donald J. Trump 2020 Panini Chronicles Spectra, Daytona 500, number 45. How convenient was that? They were asking $350 for this card, and they settled on a best offer, which I think is kind of cheap, $215 for that. So,
it's a tough card.
It is a tough card, man. I had to buy mine. I never pulled one out of
Chronicles. Yeah,
Chronicles.
Yeah, because you only got 2 of the Spectras per box.
My first box I opened Chronicles. I think I told you both this before. My first box, I pulled it. I thought it was a freaking joke. Like, I gave it to the shop, and I'm like, I'm not. It can't be worth anything. I gave it to him, and then like a week later, I'm like, these are selling for like $20-$30. Like, I'll give you some credit, dude. Don't worry. And now it's like a $75 card raw.
Yeah,
I have the Beast card though.
I like that one. That one's cool. But yeah, I think somebody got a good deal on it for $215 for a PSA 9. I think that's pretty good.
The Parallel's selling for insane money.
Oh, indeed.
You do not see the 2020 Chronicles boxes out there at all.
I think Blowout has some for like $299.
The Hobby.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think they might be like 180 or 170 something, but
Oh God.
But they're the only one who has them. You don't see really anybody else. So
Wow.
Because it was all on card autos.
Yeah.
All numbered on card autos.
Wish I had me a case. Oh, I do.
Oh, you do have a case.
Yeah.
I would open that puppy.
Yeah.
Ty Gibbs needs to win a race first.
Yeah. All right. What else we got? Let's
All right,
go.
next up is our Joker of the Week. You're going to love this, Misha. This is also on the 6th of June. 3,850 Panini rewards points. They were asking $275 for this. Now, this was in the NASCAR listing, so that's why I put it in here.
They're NASCAR points.
Yeah. So
That's not a terrible deal, actually. That's probably right where they should be.
I think so. But anyway, somebody went click
Click.
and bought it for $275.
Jeez.
That's good.
Yeah.
Go buy all those points for the rewards and get those NASCAR silver packs.
I can get Ty Dillon and
And Ty Dillon.
Yeah,
Greg
so
Alden.
that averaged out to be 7.1 cent per point at that price. Now,
That's a
of course,
little high, actually. We tend to go off like 5 cents a point.
yeah,
That's what I was gonna say. If you go to like Blowout or Steel City, those guys used to have a lot of ads to buy. They might still do it, but I didn't think it was at 7. I thought it was more like you were saying, the 5 cents a piece or something.
yeah, because I did some math at 5 cents a point, that's $192.50.
Logan, did I pull up, what was it, a 2,500 point card sitting on your display
Yeah, I think
table?
so. Like I said, it's over there.
Wow.
Yeah, that means he was supposed to get a really good autograph and got
really, really good autograph, yeah.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, because I actually went on Gronk and asked Gronk what Panini points were worth, and it said between 5 and 10 cents. So there you go.
It depends what we have listed on the website, so.
I wish we had more NASCAR. I'll just say that.
Yeah.
But
All right.
anyway, all right. So next up, Jack of the Week, young driver, again on the 6th of June. 2025 Parkside IndyCar Collection, Marcus Armstrong, 1 of 1 signature series. I think Kyle Larson signed that. But anyway, they were asking $250 for it, and the seller took a best offer of $175 for Marcus Armstrong, 101.
Is this a rookie card?
No, I
don't
think
think so.
actually I think he's in F1 back in 2020, and I'm sure has cards in 2024 IndyCar Parkside.
Yeah, I Googled him. He's 24 years old. So he's just a puppy. But that's pretty cool. I mean, his autograph is very similar to Kyle Larson. I mean, just looking at it at first glance.
Yeah, first glance I can see it, but once you look at it, it looks a little different.
Still not bad. 101.
No, for a 1-1 auto, because these Parkside cars, nothing against Panini, but they're pretty hot right now. You have to admit.
Y'all saw my text earlier, so
Yeah.
there's my explanation.
I don't remember. So
All right. So next up is going to be our Queen of the Week. This was on the 5th of June. Press Pass 1 of 1 Danica Chevy Book Patch Beautiful Autograph Card is what it says. They were only asking $195 for this. I don't know why the price isn't showing up there. But the seller took a best offer of $140 for that, which I think is cheap.
They probably could have gotten their asking price.
Yeah, he should have just waited. He probably got the first offer, so I'll take that and moved on.
well, I don't see. This is a showcase, right?
It looks like is it Showcase? I think it is Showcase.
Yeah, it looks like it.
They didn't have that listed up there. They don't have the year. There's a lot of stuff missing out of that description.
Yeah,
It's better than Danica Patrick 1 of 1 auto.
Yeah, but she has a great auto.
Yes, that she does.
You have to admit. So I think the seller left money on the table here.
And how much does it go for again?
It went for $140.
Yeah, I think that's low. There's a nice patch.
Where would the red fire suit come from? The Taxac suit, maybe, but I don't think those were stitched.
I don't know. I was looking at that thinking, where did that come from? But
Because she wasn't in Cup yet. Because that was an Xfinity, right?
Don't get me lying. I cannot say one way or the
Yeah,
other.
she was in Xfinity, and
Hey, go to the back of the card.
yeah, it's GoDaddy, but
It's nationwide patch. Up on her suit is the nationwide patch, which is interesting.
Yeah, because it's JR Motorsports.
yeah,
It looks more like a Tony Stewart fire suit patch.
it does. But maybe it was one of those sponsors that's sponsored a unique race or something like that.
Oh, it's gonna drive me crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
you're
what we
gonna have to
need.
look it up.
Jason would look it up, find it.
Yeah, exactly.
Shout out to Jason.
Yeah, we miss you, Jason.
All right.
All right. So next up is our King of the Week. This is our male driver. This was the 8th of June, 2025 Parkside IndyCar Kyle Larson collection. It says reserved listing. I don't know what that means, but it's got a couple of those car number cards in there. And I think those are aren't they limited to the actual car number? I think there's only 17 of those. There's two of them right there.
Yeah, I'm looking for. So there's the box topper. It looks like, and let me go in the description. Does it have anything in here? Yeah, I don't know if those are numbered out of 17 or not. I'd love to see the back for some of this stuff, but
So, because I mean, we do number stuff like select numbers. Is that a 101 sketch card up at the top left?
no. But it is a special insert though. That's
Okay.
limited, and these numbered cards, they are like what you guys do as well, numbered to the driver. Because I think last week we had, who was it? Somebody was 2.
Mm-hmm.
Was it
Yeah,
Newgarden maybe or something?
I don't remember.
Yeah, but it was out of 2 and it went for I'm gonna say what, $1,200 or something like that. It was
This is some crazy money. Yeah, hold on, I can tell you real quick. We had that was actually our Royal Flush card. It was the Joseph Newgarden Rare 2 of 2 numerics. It went for 1,499 click.
yeah, okay.
So that's what this person went after was those 2 cards because they were asking $750. Here we go. Click.
Click.
Somebody
Yeah,
bought all those cards for $750, and there's no autographs in there.
not a one.
That's sketchy.
Yeah.
Well, I bought from the teal placemat before, so they do a lot of IndyCar, so they must have opened up cases of stuff.
Teal placemat sports cards.
Oh yeah,
They're the real teal.
they are. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
$750 for this. Okay.
Yeah. I think
And,
they were after those numerics cards.
well, if they're numbered out of 17, you got 2 of them, I could see it.
Yeah.
Because the Kyle Larson folks they're rabid collectors for his stuff.
Well, you know what that also tells me is, we've seen the collation on these Parkside cases not be so good. That
In
guy that
Pacific,
got all
yeah.
those 101s last year out of that one case. So who knows? This may be the same kind of deal. They probably opened up a case and got a couple of these when they shouldn't have. So anyway, all right. So next, we've got our 1 of 1. It's our ace of the week. This is on the 9th of June, 2024 Panini Prism Austin Cindric gold vinyl. Yep. We love gold. But there you go. Yep. It's a 1 of 1. And they were asking $324.99. And Misha, I don't know if you're going to believe this or not, but this is like click night. Click. Somebody bought it for $324.99.
They set it up quantity of 1,
Yeah.
0 available.
That might be one of the top selling Austin Cindric cards of all time.
I would concur. But yeah, when I saw that price, I went, huh?
Wow.
But it's a cool card. I mean, it's gold. It's a 1-of-1. You
I
know.
mean, I value that probably about 125 to 150.
Yeah. Well, I guess it was an Austin Cindric fan.
Yeah,
Well,
good
I
for them.
do have to say it's a good looking car, right? So you have the discount tire, the black and white car on there. You have the black trim on the sides with the gold there. You have that white the line, I guess, for the track. So you got the red in the corners. It's a good looking card.
It
It's
is.
visually appealing, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Other than being a car card, but that's just me.
Val loves car cards.
Yes,
Caveron.
yeah, I do.
All
All
right.
right, last one.
So, lastly, our Royal Flush of the Week. This was on the 5th of June. 2020 National Treasures Richard Petty Firesuit Booklet Patch 1-of-1. They were asking $1,200 for this bad boy, and I love it. Again, it's click night. Click $1,200. That's what it went for.
That's awesome patch.
Damn.
Yeah. So, Dale Earnhardt Sr. is seeing a lot of love now, and I think some of the nicer Richard Petty cards are seeing a lot of love as well. So I'm glad to see that.
Well, there can't be many of those out there, or many in the future.
I don't
No.
know how much suit we have left, but that's probably going to be one of the later ones, one of the last ones we do. Unless someone has a suit they want to sell us.
I've got one of the Petty driving experience suits if you want that.
Pass on that, but I'll take that one over your shoulder there, buddy.
This one?
Uh-huh.
My senior suit? No,
Mm-hmm.
not for sale.
We have a blank checkbook, sir.
Well, then spend some of it on promoting NASCAR.
They need product, I think. So, all right, we're done with this one. This was nice. This is $1,200 for 2020 National Treasures 101. Love it. Love that embroidered Petty Enterprises.
And it's a nice signature. I don't know if you've noticed, but lately his signature's starting to get a little shaky, and I hate to see that.
Yep.
But that's a very nice card, and
All right.
I think $1,200 is a fair price. So that's it. That's all we got for King's Court this week.
All right.
Here we go.
There you go.
All right, Val's on the bottom.
Yep. All right. Anything else? Hashtags, whatever, before we leave?
Yeah, let's do.
Anything we need to correct or whatever tonight?
Well, we still didn't figure out why I'm at the beach.
I
Yeah, we
thought you were
can't
on
fix
vacation.
that.
I'm on vacation to the mountains tomorrow. Well,
Oh,
nice.
really?
when the episode airs, I'll be in the mountains.
Okay. All right. Speaking of, I was thinking, so Panini Instant, nothing yet is out there.
Hopefully tomorrow I'll get an email saying, "Hey, what do you want prices at?" And then we'll get them up within an hour of
So
that.
that'll be Thursday, and this show will drop on Friday. So I got a few races this weekend. I hope everybody has a safe race weekend. And you be careful in the mountains. And Logan, what you got?
Hashtag it's so shiny, and hashtag we love gold. There you go. Yep,
Ty
there
freaking
you
Gibbs.
go. And hashtag Ty freaking Gibbs. Don't forget to check out the Racing Card Hall of Fame at racingcardhof.com. And just everybody be nice and get along with each other.
So y'all might be having a special guest on in the next week or two.
This is, yeah.
Yep. Hope to. Yep.
Let's keep that secret.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah, we'll keep that secret. We may have a special guest next week.
And then I might get my other buddy, my race car driver buddy, to hop on for one show.
We would like that.
Yep. I'll say we've got a few we need to follow back up on too. So
Yeah, I've got one that I've got his phone number I need to call.
I know who
between
you're
work,
talking about.
yeah, and work, and then Logan being retired, but he hasn't worked this hard in a long
Dude,
time.
I worked from Tuesday to this past Monday at an estate sale, and it was blistering hot, humid. I was exhausted after that, man. I hadn't been that tired in a long time. But yeah, I'm working a lot. To follow up on what you're saying, yes, I have been busier than I was when I had a job, a real paying job. So,
All right, and thank you, Misha. Thank you for joining us today and giving us your insight on the 2025 Select. Looking forward to that. And all right, I guess that's it for the show. Again, thanks for watching, listening to the podcast. We'll be back next week. Everybody have a safe race weekend. We will catch you later. Bye.